I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream.
Every single person out here has a dream, but the reality is that they lose sight of it. We get busy, we get caught up in work, and our dream passes us by. I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen, inspiring people to take the small steps and realize that dream that's way up here is actually possible when you chunk it down and you move closer to it. So I come out here and I hold up my sign every day. Hey guys, my name is Zach. I'm out here talking about dreams. I started doing signs that were motivational and inspirational. And then after weeks of doing that and 40, 50 signs, my friends online said, dude, I know you're missing these great conversations. We need to see what you're talking about with the people, not just a picture of your sign. So I got this GoPro right here. And now it's evolved to where I've become more clear about my life's mission, which is everything about dreams. The very first day I come out here, I'll be so honest with you, I was terrified. I was scared of what people think. I'd already spoken on stage. I was scared. I was like, what if people shut me down? What if people, hate on me? What if people cuss me out? The what if is what holds everybody back. What if they don't?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another installment of Dream Talk. I am your host, Zach Krupp, aka the Genie, aka Dreamcat. And today we're going to be talking about gratitude because it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there who celebrate. I see Delilah coming over from YouTube. We just started streaming on YouTube. That is, what is that? Bluey, right? I have a younger sister who watches Bluey. So shout out to Bluey. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. I know it's not the perfect time to do a stream, but we'd rather stay consistent. If we push it a day or we change the time, everything just kind of gets thrown off. So we're here. We're going to show up. We're going to talk about gratitude, what we're grateful for in the journey, the people we're grateful for, the gratitude in the dream, the gratitude in crypto. We're going to apply this principle to the space and to what we're building here in Dreamcat, as well as reflect a little bit on the journey. The second thing that we're going to do is I'm actually going to share an announcement. It's not like a breaking news, but it's more so an update, because when I'm speaking through Dreamcat, it's the cat. But when I'm here with you, I can just tell you exactly, like from my mouth, hey, there's a person behind everything. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we got going on. Okay, so welcome aboard. Glad to have everyone. If you are new here, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a talk here, talk about the gratitude bit. I'll save the announcement for the back half. Let some more people pour in here. We're going to do 3 giveaways. If you want to enter, make sure you retweet this. If you're watching on X, drop a comment in the live comments. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, same thing, drop a comment and you're entered to win a giveaway. Everyone who does in the first 20 minutes of our show can win some Dreamcat tokens. We also reward for the MVP, the person who's the most active, tagging people, retweeting, quote tweeting, following along in the comments. And we also have a random keyword. So we'll give out a keyword. If you're listening in that live moment, say it, speak it, and you're entered to win as well. We're also going to take a look at the end at the Dreamcat charts, and we're going to give you a quote of the day, followed by an outro. We got this new outro. We've played it a few times. If you listen to that, you're going to get 6 minutes of pure alpha. So intros. We get this out of the way. Newbie Roblox says it's weird. Hey, man. Why is it so weird? It's weird for humans to talk. I don't think we've met before, but hello. This isn't Roblox. I don't know why. Maybe it's showing to Bluey and Roblox, but hello. Okay. With that, let's get into it. It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all. I'm in Florida. I don't have any family here. So for me, texted with the fam a little bit today, the dad, the aunts, the mom, the brother, the sister. So that was all good. I hope you guys out there had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families. If you celebrate, I know I see Mr. Scene here all the way from Australia, mate. Originally from India, so people all over the world. Not everyone celebrates. I think it's a big American thing. So shout out to the Americans who spent it with their family. I hope it was a blessed, wonderful time for you. It's not as elaborate as Christmas. Maybe it's a little family chit chat. There, you see the memes out there where people say, it's like you're bringing the whole mixing pot together. So maybe there's different political elements. Maybe there's different I don't know what else besides political. What else is controversial? Different sports teams. I mainly just think politics, right? Certain people, you believe in this, you believe in this. And I've seen a lot of memes about people saying, oh, the Thanksgiving table is where it goes down, right? So not for me. I actually went to go see a movie today. But on the topic of Thanksgiving, what's it all supposed to be about? Well, Christopher Columbus, yada, 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 discover America, controversy there, whatever that is. A meal, you have a meal together, but ultimately, what do we say? We say it's a time to come together, family, and be grateful. What are we grateful for? And so that's what I wanted to dive into, all with an aspect of the dream of this space. And there's no script. There's no script. It should hopefully be short. I want to keep it short, respect the Thanksgiving plans. Some people may tune in anyway. But just going through the gratitude of not just the day-to-day, but also the journey. And if you're here, maybe you can relate. Let me start. I am grateful right now to be on a live stream. I'm talking to a camera in the comfort of my home, and at least one person out there is listening today. And if you listen to maybe you don't, but if you've heard of iShowSpeed, he's a really big YouTuber, right? He's got a huge thing. And when he started, he said, when I first started, I had one listener and it kept me going. And small, humble dreams have a beginning. Before LeBron James is LeBron James, maybe it's just his mom rooting for him. Oh, you want to play basketball? I know you can do it, right? And it just starts there, and then he gets better, and over time it stacks, grows. Mr. Beast started with one listener. I'm not trying to be those people, but I'm just saying, in your dream, it all has to start somewhere. It all starts with one. And today I'm grateful for the one. I'm grateful that we get to do this Dream Talk live every week. I'm so grateful that there's internet that allows me to do it. As far as this Dreamcat community, it may not be the biggest community. It may not be the most illustrious, but there are people in this infrastructure, in this ecosystem, I should say, that have a dream. Wow, that's some people say, oh man, only 22 people have stopped by so far. That's 22 people. Imagine if 22 people were standing in front of you right now. Okay. If you get one like, if you get 10 or 100, whatever scale you're at, that's a gift too. So I am grateful for all the things, and I'll get into more. I may even drop names and just go deep on it. So it may just be a bit of a flower dropping, because I truly want to be in this state. And I guess I'll tell you the little lesson of why, because we always like to give you a lesson. Here's something that's interesting about this whole gratitude journey piece. No matter where you are in your journey, something unfortunate is going to happen to you. The best place, in my opinion, to start is the bottom, because from the bottom, you can only go up, right? When you start at the bottom and you don't have much, or you've never seen the good life, then the whole life is a climb. And like, how much lower can you really go? But if you start at the top, if you're born into big money, or, I don't know, you win really big early and then you lose everything, man, more of a dynamic. But from the bottom, here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. As you climb and you reach new highs, you're going to be grateful. You're going to be appreciative. You're going to be excited. But once you've reached them, from there, over time, it all goes away. Let me explain. The Dreamcat market cap. The day I started Dreamcat, it was 3,000 market cap. No fakery, no anything, like from scratch. 3,000 market cap was the Dreamcat market cap. Why we've had some people sell, buy, whatever. So 3K, it was like, well, it's only up from here. 10K is a win, 12K is a win, 25K, 40K, 50K, 100K, win, because you witnessed the 3K beginning. But people quickly get used to that. And it was, man, we're going to hit 100K soon. 100K was a huge celebration. 100K market cap. Onwards and onwards, we've hit 735K market cap, all-time high so far. Now, from here, the perspective is so different, because we've already climbed the mountain to a degree. Now we're here. No one is excited about it. No one necessarily appreciates it. It's just 50K market cap. That's the dream today, right? Oh, it's just 50K market cap. It's whatever. Oh, there's only 100 listeners. Oh, there's only 10 likes. The first space I did, there was one person on that space. I don't know if the very first was Oh Hi Mark, but somewhere in the beginning, I remember doing spaces, and Oh Hi Mark was there around the beginning as one of those first people. Like, sometimes there was only 2 or 3 people. Now it's like 7 or 8, and it's a bust. It's all perspective. This is something that's going to happen to you. So as you make your first $1,000, your first 100 grand, your first million, there is going to be euphoric excitement to this experience. But as soon as you have 5 million, making another million is not going to bring you as much joy. As soon as the dream goes to $10 million, 2 million is going to feel like nothing. But it's not just about the dream. How about yours? Maybe you want to publish a book, and that's your dream. You publish the book, you get it done. There's the deadlines. Oh, I don't even know what I'm going to put it in. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm never going to get published. No one's going to publish me. You go through 20 different publishers. You climb the mountain. Boom. Top 10 on the Amazon list. Your family loves you. You get the clout. You make the Instagram post. Everyone cheers for you, right? Go, Mr. Scene. You're a winner. Big book drop. Congratulations. And it's such a success that the editors come up to you and they say, man, this is a hit. We're going to give you the big bucks, more big bucks. We're going to give you $1 million advance. We need you to write us. We need you to strike magic again. We need you to make us number 2. Man, this is the hardest part about the game of life and winning and succeeding. As soon as you hit one climb, one mountain, one peak, on to the next one. And so what once was your biggest gift and your biggest blessing, writing my first book, it's we number 2. The pressure's on. Suddenly it doesn't matter that you have the money. You're just so stressed. Gosh, I just need to get this. And this is really how the game of life works. It really is. You get a job. It used to be a dream for you to get a job. But then you're just like, man, I just need to get this promotion so I can get this pool, right? Now I'm already thinking Christmas movies. Take me to, what's his name? You guys know. He has the house with all the lights. He gets the fruitcake certificate, I think. His brother-in-law has a trailer and blows it up. You guys know what I'm talking about? What's that movie? Christmas movie. Griswold's. That's his name, but you know the movie. So he needed the pool. He needed the bonus, but what a gift to have a job. And so this is how the game always works. And I realized this. I actually wrote this in my phone earlier. You're always going to want more. How do I know? Because I'm living it right now. It's a gift to be here. I get to live my dreams. And at the same time, I'm only thinking about the more that I want. Like, yeah, I have this money. Oh my gosh, that's more money than I ever had before. But I need to go do this giant excursion to pursue my dream. Pressure, pressure, pressure. This is what it feels like. So in light of that, this is why we reflect. And I'm on the mic, so I can talk about my life, but you're here to hopefully gain some value too. And so I want you to think about genuinely, this is a practice I put into practice each day, 5 minutes in the morning as I write out what I'm grateful for. Simple gratitude exercise. Most people do it on Thanksgiving because it's intentional. They do it on Christmas Eve and Christmas. But I saw a tweet from Brad Lee and he said, winners, the best of the best, they tap into gratefulness every single day. They keep sight of it because it keeps them grounded. And so what do these things have to do? It doesn't have to be thanks for my Ferrari, thanks for my $1 million. How about if you're a man of faith, thank you, God, I can breathe today. Have you ever been sick, laying in bed? Just now, you can't breathe through your nose because you caught a cold. Your mouth's getting all dry. You're trying to close your eyes and you just can't. And then you wake up and you can't even swallow. And it's all a gift to breathe through your nose. You only recognize it once you get sick. You scarf down your dinner every day because you're busy, but then you catch a cold and you go to eat your dinner and you can't even taste it. You're like, man, we're having burgers tonight. I love a good burger. I wish I could taste it. And your taste buds are gone for a week. And as soon as you get your taste buds back and you bite into that burger, that burger tastes mighty good. I've had this a number of times. I've been humbled in life all over the place where I couldn't eat the food I liked. I couldn't run or jump. The fact, oh man, I got to go to the gym today. Oh man, what a hard down thing. The gym was closed for a few days. Oh man, I got to go to the gym today. That sucks. Oh, but I got tightness in my back now. I can't look this way. I slept funny. Man, it was always a gift to go to the gym. So for you, what can you be grateful for? Grateful that's a sunny day. Grateful that the car starts. How many times do you take that for granted? Oh my gosh, I wish I had a car. Oh my gosh, I wish I had the money for a car. Oh my gosh, I wish I had gas in my car. You have gas, you have the money, and it starts. And you only realize the pain until it doesn't start. Oh my gosh, my internet's working today. I would be so disgruntled right now if I was online with you guys and it wasn't working and I said, hey guys, sorry, it's canceled. I'd probably take that for granted each week. What else? I'm grateful that there's not war where I live. There's fresh air. There's someone in our chat who helped build our Dreamcat music bot. And he says he can't go outside because the air quality was at a dangerous level in his country. Wow. Fresh air. It's not fully peace on earth, but there's no war. There's no smoke outside. There's no fires outside. Slept in a bed. Wow. I have a bed to sleep in. Wow. Like, so every day I go through these things, right? Every day I'm trying to think what else. Grateful that my mom's alive, grateful that my dad's alive, grateful that I have siblings, grateful that I have the dream community, grateful like all these things. So really tap into that gratitude. It's Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? Let me know in the chat. If you want to participate, I'd love to know. Matter of fact, we'll just make that the keyword. Throwing that in a little early here. Also taking notes in the comments. We got Raylan. Hey, Isaiah Lewis, man. Hold on, let me read your comments. Making me laugh. I turn them off for a second because I get distracted. So if you commented in the first 20 minutes, you're entered to win Dream. You guys might not even know what that is, but I don't know. If you're entered and you accidentally win, I'll reach out and you can decide if you are interested or not. If that's something that if you do crypto, okay? Oh, we got Libre in the building, Marvenity in the building. Welcome, welcome all. All right, you're all taking note of. So the keyword magic thing of the day is just let me know what you're grateful for. Okay, that's how you enter to win the second giveaway. Iggy's up first. He says, Libre says, I'm grateful to be alive. Marvenity here. I want to shout out everyone who shows up. Means a lot. This is what I said. I don't know what algorithm we tapped into on YouTube that we got Bluey, and then we got Roblox, who says, what this is weird. And then we got Isaiah. He said, New Testament of Christ, wishing you love from Santa Cruz, California. Man, much love, much respect. I appreciate that. All the best to you, man. Happy Thanksgiving, Isaiah. And then we got Raylan in the building, GM. And we got Amos, famous Amos Cookies in the building. Welcome, guys. Glad to have you here. Let me know what you're grateful for. Iggy's grateful to be alive. What a gift that is. I am, in fact, grateful for the same. What a gift it is to be alive, to breathe, all the things. So, yeah, I do that every day. I encourage you to, too. Some other things I want to reflect. I'm grateful for a lot of things. This is a crypto/dream podcast. I'm just going to talk about dreams, and maybe you can reflect on the same. Right now, you want to go further in your dreams as human beings. If you're a human out there, maybe you're like AI, like sometimes people say Iggy's AI, maybe you're some alien, something, I don't know. But as human beings, we always want to grow. We always want to develop. We always want to go to the next level. So naturally, maybe you've achieved dreams before, but they don't mean as much, right? They don't mean as much to you. So for me, thinking on these, in the crypto world, I can say, hey, I'm grateful a meme coin was launched, had this vision, launched Dreamcat. All of you are here from it. Some of you guys have been here for over a year. Some of you are new, like shout out to Isaiah, just tuned in for the first time today. And I'm grateful that it exists. The dream is alive. I'm grateful for the Dream Music Bot. I'm actually grateful for the fact that we got hacked. If you don't know the history of Dreamcat was hacked. I lost tens of thousands of dollars. My wallet was hacked. 1/3 of the Dream supply got sold. It happened on the very first live stream we did. You're like, grateful? Yes. Let me tell you why. Okay, silver linings. Number one, meme coins haven't flown since then. Everyone wants you to do a big move, and maybe they saved us. We could have gone higher and higher and higher, and it could have been more devastating. And instead, we secured everything. We got smarter. It allowed some people who didn't see the vision to go away. It allowed us more time to strengthen everything during that time. Because I don't know if you guys realize this. I push hard when I have the responsibility, and I still do. But when people are like, when it's higher up, there's more on the table. And so that's the biggest hack, is when the dream flies, I'm forced into the most action, which has allowed us that is also a gift. I'm grateful I did a space. The first night I did a space, I'm bouncing around, but I'm grateful that we got hacked. It allowed me to think more deeply. It allowed me to get up the security better. It was a proving faith moment. It built resilience for us. All the dreamers out there, you witnessed that. If you're still here, that didn't derail you. You're still here. Good for you. I got distracted by a dog barking. It must be downstairs. Maybe someone brought it over. I've never heard that dog before. Sounded like it was on my patio, but it's not. It must be downstairs. I forgot the other thing I was going to say because the dog. But other things in the dream journey, grateful for the music bot, grateful that the Cat Collective Index exists, grateful for all the content library that we have, Grateful for the friends that we've made, the Ninja Cat community, the Peasy community, the Fine community. We got good friends over in Long like Doug, McMasters that we've connected with. Skyrene is a good friend, not to mention all of the dreamers here. Grateful for these things. Grateful that there's a DreamCat PDF. Grateful that we have a DreamCat website. All pieces of the climb. All pieces of the climb. Things that were really stressful, had to get done, and they're done. The not patent, trademark submitted, hard, done. Level up, done. A lot of these things done. Now, is the dream done? I like transition, so let me go right into the announcement. It's going to be right in the middle. So is the dream done? All these things are done. So is the dream done? That'd be a nice little thing, right? Done, done, done. Oh yeah, dream's done. Let me say this. I want to make this announcement. It's not major breaking news. It's letting you know what we're doing in the direction. So this is just a transparent share because obviously I'm the person who founded Dream, but it's nothing without the people that we have, even if that's a small army at this time, right? So we're in right now the dreams, like a live update sort of. I'd say we're at a, I don't know what you would call it. It's not like move left or move right, but we're not moving forward. We're kind of like running in place at this very moment. And there's a reason for this, right? I talked about before, when you're uncovering your purpose, you move forward, and then the path becomes clear. Do I move left or do I move right? You see the next step, you take it. You climb the ladder more, you reevaluate again. Do I go left? Do I go right? This is how you uncover your purpose. This is how you chase your dreams. Roadblocks, clarity, next step. Right now, we are in purgatory. So that is an update. I mean, we haven't done anything significant in probably 3-ish weeks. Before that, it was, hey, we're going to do the streaming, got the tools, got the supplies, did a few things. So we've been in the spot. So what is next for the dream? What are we doing? Well, let me just tell you. The reason, first of all, dream is a long-term commitment. We don't ask that you show up every day. That is completely your choice. If you're in on the dream, I think it makes it special. I think it makes the journey special. What's really cool about you showing up is you have the power yourself. I'm going to keep showing up, but you have the power yourself to make waves in the dream. Buys could come in because of you. That's how the community effect. It's not just like the dev, right? The dev has power, it gets things started, but you being an investor, a holder, you also have power and incentive, because if you have a big bag, you can control things. So I just want to say that first and foremost. It's not just when I flip the switch or whatever. That's what's cool. That's what's powerful. But the thing for me is dream is here for the long term. So I'll just tell you that, whether you're here or not, whether you sell or hold, completely up to you. But just because we don't move forward, or just because we're not as urgent, or we're slower, or you see less activity from me, it doesn't mean we're not doing the dream anymore. The dream is a huge piece of a big puzzle. The dream continues. We dream until reality, period. It's for a much, much bigger vision. Gosh, 1 in 10 million meme coins can compete with such vision, but the vision isn't a guarantee. So now where we stand is, the way I'm taking the dream is, I'm also a dreamer. What we do in the dream, if you don't know, is we chase the dream. Largest community of dreamers in the world, dream to 1 billion, dream's the most successful cat in the world. We want to implement, have an impact in the cat coin super cycle. We want to build a community. We want to inspire. We want to uplift. We want to educate. We want to empower. We want to bring dreamers together. Positivity, connectivity. The dream, that's the dream, the DreamCat dream. Within this dream exists your own dream. And this is why we feel like the mission can be very, very powerful, because not only can we chase this dream together, but you don't have to sit around wasting time. Because while we chase this dream, if you're tuning in here, we can give you alpha. We can talk about the things on how you can chase your own. While we are building this dream, I am doing exactly what I'm telling you to do. I am chasing my dreams within the dream. And the play is, let's do it together. This doesn't exist. People don't really want people to win. This is behind paywalls and big masterminds. And together, we can collectively magnetize the dreamers of the world who are ready, They could be ready to chase their dream. They could have failed many times before, and now they're ready to make the leap. They've chased their dreams a couple times, but they've lost motivation. They've fallen back into old patterns and habits. They just never had enough inspiration to go over the hedge, so to speak. And so we could be a benefit. Maybe they've tried to chase their dream, but every time they have, they've quit after 1 year, and they've done this for 7 years, believing now that they're just destined to be a normal person. And now we can say, oh, like Iggy and I talk about consistency and discipline, very, very important. But on top of that, you got to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you got to have some direction, or it's like null, right? And you got to have the foresight and the vision to see where the road leads. And this leads me up to where we are today. We've stepped forward in dream. We've done the things that we have to do. We've done the things that the situation called for, whether it's spaces or this or this or this. And now where we find ourselves, or at least where I can say I can find myself, is yes, I am chasing the dream, but I'm not just here to say, like, let's do the actions that get dream to 300K and then 1 million and 2 million. Everything has to align with the bigger picture. It must. And so now I have to evaluate and say, okay, here's the biggest thing I'm evaluating. Is what I'm doing like scalable or duplicatable? So the current infrastructure, right? How's everyone built? Well, if you look around the space, it's player pump player. We show up to other people's spaces. They show up to theirs. They have a community. It's good. I like it. I like all our friends. I'm going to keep them. Shout out to all of them. I'm not dropping friends, but everyone's in that element. The reason we don't have to be in that is because it's not just a meme coin. When you're only on, please don't take any offense to this, because I'm not coming for any other meme coins. I'm simply identifying, what the vision is. It's not just like, hey, buy it and hold it for fun. You could buy the dream because it's a part of a bigger mission that gets, uncovered. You could buy it because you love the golden ticker. You could buy it because we think we're going to build for a decade, and you could say, hey, man, what's going behind that? I want to bet on. So there's reasons there, but the dream has power. The dream, we're not desperate, I should say, for relevancy. We can create our relevancy out of thin air with hundreds of things. We've talked about massive action plans before. I made a post hours ago that said it only takes one. What's that mean? It means, hey, we've been 700K, we've been 50,000, and we start one new venture. Let's call it a daily TikTok series. One of those TikToks goes viral. It gets it goes super viral. It gets 20 million views. Because of those 20 million views, Dream is now at 10 million market cap overnight. From there, nothing else matters. Everything we've done so far is the past. It's history. And now it's, hey, who cares? We're here. All the people will be available. Man, this is crazy. I want to be a part of the dream. Boom, bam, bing. And so where the dream stands today is the approach of when I do the daily tasks and I say, where are they leading me? What am I doing with my day-to-day? Where do I want to end up? Do I want to do GMs every single day? Do I want to master that and go hunt down all the other GMs? Well, where does that take me? In a player pump player, but I want to be the magnet because that's my superpower, right? So like it could work for some who are building on X, who want to get monetized. A perfect way to build and grow. It works, but it can't be my approach because, okay, whatever. So there's all these things. Do I want to join spaces all the time and go around and support and spend all nights in those? Well, I'm not seeking friendship. I'm seeking my dream, and I will find friendship within the dreamer circle. So this is something that I've evaluated, and where I am right now is locking in what is the next step. There's a few open tabs here, and I have to lock in on the next direction. And I'm a little bit stuck on this, to be fair with you. I think it's in content creation. I got the Disney thing going on. Disney, I can't go to Disney for the next week because it's like special hours because it's the busiest time. So I can't go for this whole week anyway. But streaming, okay, is the live streaming going to work? Is it going to be content? Do I want to be a Disney streamer? No, I watch these Disney people do content, and to me, it's mindless. I don't want to make being a Disney streamer a way to make like the income, right? Like they all do that, and sure, I could do this. I could make all these clips and make $5,000 a month just going to Disney World, and maybe you want to do that, but it's not. It's all about a purpose. It's all about a bigger thing. So you have to be careful. You see which directions are you going in, and where. will that lead? And can that direction not just make the dream bigger, not just add people to the dream, but make sure that I'm also heading in the correct directions that will make a sustainable way for the dream. So for me, that's, I have a big wave coming up. Like probably the biggest year or two of my life is quickly approaching now. And it could be the biggest leap I've ever taken, like right here on the forefront, right? I'm only saying this because I'm the founder of Dream. So it's relevant to you. That's what's in my head, right? So you know the direction of Dream. So I have to say, okay, in this leap, do I figure out how to monetize, escape the matrix? Do I build information products because I want to talk about dreams? Boom, bam, bing. So that's all at play. And so just know Dream is in a, let's call it a holding pattern at the moment, where if you don't see anything, it's not because we're falling off. It's not because of this. So do what you will. It's all about belief. And what's really cool is we're going to skip around some more. We're going to look at the dream chart really quickly here. Let me skip over to this because I'm in a flow and I like transitions, okay? Little transition-y today. We're going to go to this because I'm going to tell you something. Here's what I'm going to tell you. All right? Let's take a gander here. No, let's make it bigger. All the way big. All the way big. There we go. Take a quick gander here. So what we have is there's waves, okay? We've only been through 2. So we came up here, like these were actually, at the time, these looked humongous, by the way. Like this little green, red, if you look on a different chart, it's much sharper. So wave 1 was, hey, we're in the beginning, like 4 people believed, some left. Hey, oh my gosh, we did it. First wave up, down. We lost some people. Some stayed around. Second wave up, gained a bunch of people, lost some people. We've had 2 waves. It's likely that our next wave is going to be something new. Our next wave will likely be, I don't know, a new network of people, a different angle. Crypto native people will come in. I don't know the full spiel of it, but it's going to be different. So this next wave is, I don't know, you could say new people, new believers, whatever. So all of this, though, if you've been here for wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, what these do is they build belief. They build your level of conviction. And this is where we find our long-term, lifelong believers who believe in this mission. To me, it's the greatest gamble in the entire world. If you know the magnitude of our dream, it would be the greatest risk in your entire life, in my opinion. Let me give you some insight. This is actually my website. So we like to leave things here. This is on my personal website for people to come across. But here it is, just a little vision for you, right? Because it's Thanksgiving, we're grateful. Most people don't see this. A few dreamers probably have this on my website. So it's very, very simple. There's no elaborateness. This is just it. It's a one-pager. So it says Dreamcat, founded April 1st, 2024. The dream has begun. This is a dream. This is a vast dream. This is a big dream. It's not just a meme coin and let's hang out and hope it goes higher. Doesn't matter. That's not the mission. Believe, here's the percentages, very, very slim. That is the rarity, 0.0000044. That is the probability of you finding dream and being here. The mission is decades. Everyone on earth has a dream, and that's very relevant. Here we have a picture of some men in black and white suits looking at some blueprints. This is Walt Disney here in the center. This is Dreamcat, kind of camouflage in black and white. And this is a real picture that I found, and it's a real caption that I found. And it says, the Disneyland team prepares for construction of the massive project, realizing the dream. We simply crossed out Disneyland, pointed here, where you could say the dream team. Hey, that's relevant. We're the dream team. The dream team prepares for construction of the massive project. That's it. That's the fun little game. I love games. I love the power of belief, right? That's the dream for you. So I show you all that just to remind you, give you that little taste, give you that little flavor when you see the dream is in a holding pattern. We don't just dream for nothing. We dream on purpose. So for now, we're in a holding pattern. The next direction must be uncovered. Big things seem to be close in life and adventures and dreams and all this. And yeah, it could be exciting, but I just want to give that to you guys, give you guys that announcement. You can hear from me. Do what you will. The dream is at 50K market cap today. All right. Now, that all smoothly transitioned. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We got the gratitude. Grateful for the dreamers here. And the journey. Yeah, the journey. Let's talk about this for a minute because it comes with dreams, it comes with crypto, it comes with meme coins. We are on a journey. When I talk about the gratitude as well, I'm very, very grateful for my timing. Everyone, you as well. You know people who have been in first crypto cycle, second, third, and you're like, man, I wish I was in the third. So I had the time to learn the lessons and maybe I bought Bitcoin early. I'm in my second cycle. Some of you are in your first cycle. I am grateful that I am where I am because if it was any other way, it would change the whole trajectory. Maybe you can relate. Maybe this is your first round of meme coins. Maybe Dream is like your first, I don't know, wild card meme. How exciting. You are here at a historical time in the markets, in history. You have AI and crypto to change the world, major shift infrastructures, and you get to play in it. And I'm grateful because I get to build in it. I saw it and I said, yes, I'm in the dream. Meme coins. I see it. I'm here. Boom. I appreciate that. I'm appreciative of this journey. Price goes up, price goes down. I appreciate this journey. It's building resilience. It's building resolve. It's testing consistency. It provides purpose. I don't want to show up on these every single week, but after them, I'm so happy I do because we get to share in moments, maybe give some alpha. Someone says, hey, that was cool. Someone says, boo, get off the stage. Someone says, thanks for the dream tokens. It's all a part of the journey. We're living the journey right now. Appreciative for that. So now I highlight this because as you guys know, the markets have been down some. Thanksgiving, we're thankful, we're grateful. Does it go up? Does it go down? People are unsure. People wonder what comes next. I think it's a great time to be here. I think it's a great time to part of the journey that you have the chance, you have the opportunity. This is the best part about life. A lot of people regret things, but it's all about your choices. You have a choice, you have a chance, you have an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you pay attention? Are you paying attention? Are you playing in meme coins? Are you playing in Bitcoin? What are you doing? You're here, you're exposed to it. You're getting skills in two of the biggest infrastructures, AI and crypto. You're getting knowledge, you're getting skills in two of the biggest exploding narratives. They say that the current market capitalization, they don't say, it's $3 trillion. But they say in 2035, they predict that to be $100 trillion. What that means is 3% of the money is here. 3% of the people are here. And that's a 10-year jump. So from now, you're like, oh my gosh, this is up, this is low, 50K is low, 700K is high, $1 billion market cap's huge. Change your whole expectations. 3% of the money is here. 3% of the people are here. 3%. We know like 7% of people own crypto or whatever the odds are. But in that money scale, if you're thinking about the magnitude, we're basically in this ecosystem. We're Mark Zuckerberg on a college campus, and we have 30,000 users from all different universities using Facebook. That's who we are. But soon, grandma's going to join Facebook. Soon, they're going to be poking people on Facebook. Does anyone remember the poke on Facebook? Poking a friend? That was like middle school era. Anyone? The poke. That was a good time. Maybe you even remember MySpace. An era. So I look at this journey and say, okay, of course, you always want to do better. You want to excel. You want to win. I'm glad to be here. I'm counting my blessings, even though they're stressful, even though you want to magically do it, even though you don't know what's next. And I've also studied and listened up, and this is good for you to hear too, that when you read the books, when you listen to the wise ones, if you listen to your guru or your pastor or your father, your grandfather, whoever is giving you wisdom, when you listen to them, you find, not just the secrets, but the playbook. And the playbook is that there is no playbook if you are a dreamer. There is and there isn't. You can follow people who have done it before you. That gives you kind of a playbook. Someone had to be the pioneer. But ultimately, for example, if you just go to work, right, you know what to expect most days. Your boss is the one who says, hey, here's the direction, here's the company. It's much easier for you because you simply show up. You just got to show up. That's hard. Show up, do the work, learn the skills. But like you're being led. You kind of know what to do. You do this nth thing that you have to achieve. But if you're a dreamer, and you're creating something. There's no playbook that says this is next, this is next. If you're chasing a dream, the wild card must always be the way. You want to know why? Because if the people who make their dreams come true aren't doing what the masses are doing. So think of it. Think of it. Huge. Everyone wants to make their dream come true. But if you're taking the path of everyone, you'll never be the one. The path to the one veers away completely from everyone. Okay? So understand that. And on that path, everyone is going down a well-lit road. There's signs that say, hey, Subway, next right, gas station, next left. Okay, Disney World, 2 rights away. They're selling ice cream on the highway. They got hot air balloons floating around. It's a beautiful sight. Matter of fact, you even got a huge rainbow and the sunrise. But if you're a dreamer, you venture down another path, another road. There are bats, there are crows, there are wolves howling in the woods. It's dark. You skin your knee because you can't see. You go through multiple potholes. You got to go through a spare tire. You run out of gas. You have to take a dangerous hitchhiking mission. You get kidnapped along the way. You stub the heck out of your baby toe. You get bit by a rattlesnake, and you're venturing through tunnels that could collapse on top of you. Matter of fact, sometimes along that journey, you even get completely lost. For 2 or 3 days, you could believe it's over for you. You could say, "Oh my gosh, this is it. This is this is my life. We're gonna starve to death out here. We're completely lost. We're not gonna find our way." And then maybe you get your second wind. And then maybe you remember that book that you read. Man, I remember I was in the book club and I read Think and Grow Rich. And it says, discipline is an ingredient to the success mission. Or you reflect on this. You remember, you say, man, I got to keep going. Like, the shortcuts cut you short. And I could go this way and it looks like there's some light over there, but the shortcuts cut you short. So I'm going to keep going. No, if you're a dreamer, if you're a creator, that's the path you're on. So with it comes complete uncertainty for who knows how long. Sometimes it's 1 day, sometimes it's 3 weeks, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel comfortable. It feels unknown. It feels uncertain. Sometimes it's filled with optimism, sometimes it's filled with doubt, but we're dreamers. You need to come to expect this. And if you can come to expect this, just because I'm telling you right now, when it comes, now you're not the only one. You're not on the island all by yourself, because guess what? What you're feeling is normal, but it's not normal to your normal ecosystem of normal people, friends, and family, because they're going on the path that has the hot air balloons, the rainbows, and the sunsets. So they can't relate. Oh man, of course it's dark over there. Come on into the light. Come on over to the light. We don't want you to be cold. Get out of the rain. You're going to catch a cold. Man, that's hard. Yeah, it is easy to give up. It is easy to move on. It is easy to go back into old patterns that we're more sure of, because we find certainty, and certainty makes us feel good. So I got to tell you, we're grateful, we're appreciative, but on the dream journey comes uncertainty. There's no clear pathway. Sometimes you're guessing, sometimes you're self-discovering, sometimes you're sweating, sometimes you're up late thinking about it, wondering, what am I going to do next? What's the next? I just need the next piece right here. Okay, good. Now you know about it. And hopefully that can serve you. Now you know what to expect. So if this has happened to you, don't worry. It's completely normal. That next answer will arrive. Sometimes it comes in a dream. Sometimes it comes in a premonition. Like these signs behind me. I'll tell you, I've already, on the dream journey, since we're reflecting, talking about journey and the journey, since we're talking about gratitude and the journey, and we're talking about Dreamcat, I'll tell you, on this road so far, I don't know about you guys. I'm sure you've had shifts. I've seen people shift and do different things and try different things, go different places. There have been multiple times where a roadblock has been hit and it required a reevaluation, a reconfiguration. And it was only like 2 months ago, a month and like 25 days ago, where I had another one of these steps. I didn't know what to do next. Something happened. I didn't know. And I sat in this chair and I read the signs behind me. And it had been 3 days of being completely stuck. And then I just read the signs. I stared right at the signs and I was reading it, the sign right behind me. It says, risk it or lose the chance. And all of a sudden I was like, whoa, risk it or lose the chance. And then you start thinking, I actually had another sign because I got my car insurance in the mail. And I don't track my birthdays. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't celebrate birthdays with the idea to lose track of my age. I could go further into that. But I don't celebrate birthdays. My goal is to lose track of the actual day. I changed it on Facebook. No one even knows. I think my birthday this year is December 24th because I like Christmas Eve. But I saw how old I was, right? They sent me at the mail. I was like, oh, it just kind of hit me. And like sometimes I actually do forget maybe by like a year, 2 for a moment, but usually just like a year. I kind of know. It's only been recent. Then it hit me, and then I thought of everything, and it's like, wow, risk it or lose the chance. Like if you're not going to do it in this year now, or then win. Then win. Like think about the timeline. And then I just read all the rest of the signs. Risk it or lose the chance. Time is money. All in on your dreams. Never done that before. Build an empire. Okay. So I let these signs speak to me, and I said, okay, signs. Okay, universe. Okay, God. You want to tell me all this? This is what I'm being led to? Because a couple other things I saw a billboard. Someone told me this on the phone. The UPS guy told me a really weird message. I couldn't get into my place. I had to swerve around a random UPS guy. You know, the first thing he said is, boom. He said that crazy thing. And I was like, whoa, that was destiny. Had those moments. Told me a message. So just want to reinforce the journey, all that stuff. Uncertainty, expect it on this happy and joyful Thanksgiving. Okay. Now we'll peer into the comments again. See if we got any more comments. Grateful for health, says Mr. Raylan. He's super grateful. He's grateful for the beautiful weather. I love it. I love the weather. I'm grateful for being healed, healing. Oh, Amos, maybe you're either sick. If you're sick, we wish you well, brother. We wish you miraculous healing. If you're speaking it into existence, or if you were sick and you're better now, how amazing. What a gift it is to be well, right? It really brings us perspective. My man, Cody in the building. Shout out to Cody. We're actually doing a space. Well, it's actually his space. I'm just joining in and listening and may share a few thoughts to end, but he's going to be talking all about manifestation about 2 hours from now. So join us over there. This guy is a stud. We have great conversations about manifestation, law of attraction, and he knows all about it, man. We really relate on this. So we're gonna talk about it later. Appreciate the compliments. Let's see. I love his opinion and perspective, how to go about things. I respect it. Oh man, talking to the chat. Thanks, brother. LOL, I'm MSN Messenger. So a little bit older than me. I never got signed up on MSN, but I definitely had a MySpace like top 8, top 5. Sometimes I had the top 16. And if you made it into the top, like if you were number 16, or if you made it to number 1 or the top 5, like this was huge clout in the, hey, can I have that last slice of pizza? Well, will you move me up to your top 6 on MySpace? Yes. Done deal. Gotta appreciate those good old days. I gotta tell you guys something random, and then I'm almost wrapped up on this. We'll go to the quote of the day here, do our giveaways and wrap up. But I'll tell you something else, and this is just kind of a reflection on life. It's a little bit off topic, but we're reflecting on the journey. I tell you what's so odd. It's part of the game of life, but it's also kind of disappointing, but it also makes sense. And this is that you meet really great people in your life journey and experience. Incredible people. You're so grateful for them, right? You're grateful for the relationship. You met so-and-so and they helped you get a job. You met so-and-so and they were so-and-so introduced me to crypto. And luckily, shout out to Kevin Cage, my boy, we're actually still cool 4 years later. Very, very rare. But we are still cool. The person who introduced me to crypto, I'm grateful for that. But what I'm realizing at this point, maybe you guys can relate, is there's other people who you love who have played a very big role in your journey at some point in time, right? Maybe they were good friends in high school. You had good laughs in college. Maybe a girlfriend, not like a boyfriend, girlfriend, but a girl who is a friend in different seasons, a family member. and you appreciate, you don't got to talk every day because like maybe you're into dreams and they're into, I don't know, construction, and they obsess on construction. So maybe you don't chat every day, but you still, you want to send them like hey, happy birthday, thinking of you. You're not going to be best friends, but you still just want to send them some love because you appreciate, the times that you had or the journey you had or the hardships you went through, right? Like for me here with the dreamers, some dreamers may be with us until we dream until reality. Some dreamers, we may be friends for life because of this. Some dreamers have already left us, and it's sad. And we had some great memories, some great times, and they've chosen to go in another direction, which I respect. It's part of the game. But I was just recognizing this, and this is something I've realized in my own life, that certain people, it's just like the door closes and it almost makes you want to start from scratch. And this is why I can tell you one thing I can tell you when I mentioned that announcement is the next direction of Dream absolutely is positioning in a place of building a listenership. So it's more so, and let me tell you the wisdom of it. Think of this. You know how people in Web3 say PPP? Like, dude, if you support me, I'm going to support you. Like you show up to my space, I show up to your space. That's good for friends, and you can do that. But think about the people that we sometimes raid in Web3, right? Oh, let's raid Murad. We all go comment on Murad's stuff. He never comments back. Why do you comment on Murad's stuff? He never shows you love. He never likes your tweet. He never comments back. He doesn't follow you. He never shows you any support. Why do you like, comment, and share? For all the influencers, well, because they have attention. And they have attention because they've spoken about something. And so they haven't necessarily built fans, but they have a listenership, or they have the ear. And that, honestly, is the smartest way. Because if you are creating, if Murad does one video, 10,000 people can come listen to Murad's video, but he can't support 10,000 people. That is absolutely the direction that we want to move in with Dream, putting him in the position of, I guess, just influence, magnetization. So know when I say the next movement, that's absolutely what it is. So like I said, we're still going to show love to all our people, like the Ninja Cat community, PZ community, Fine community. We're not just, hanging up on our friends, but that's what we're doing. That is definitely part of the next direction. So know that. But yeah, just on the topic of the friends, maybe you've noticed this, the relationship just isn't there anymore. And even if, like, I can have friends with contrasting beliefs, like I'm a man of faith. If you don't even believe in anything, we could still talk about something. We could still connect about something if we were old friends. Hey, how you doing, man? Wishing you well, whatever. But I noticed like some people, it's very, very culty. So RIP to some of those old relationships. Maybe you've experienced them too. It's a little bit sad. But what I've also read is, I can't word it perfectly, but I heard this that this is just kind of part of your growth. So if you've noticed this as well, this is part of your you could call it your dreamer evolution. As you evolve and grow, some of these people are naturally falling away for your own benefit. And this is the thing that actually makes me feel better, is I'm like, oh man, I want to do this. And then like, no, like the energetic, like big universe, God vision, whatever is, they must, to make room for this, right? If your water bottle is full, nothing can go inside. In order to fill the cup, some things have to be poured out. They have to go away. And so this apparently naturally happens because we kind of attract, like we naturally we hang around at the same level, right? People who are into their dreams, we hope you find your way here. We want to obsess about dreams. We got to dig into this even more. We talk about our dreams. We dream about our dreams. We use all the tools. We read all the books, every single edge we can get. We never quit. We never give up. We dream until reality. That's what the Dream Cat community does. Those are the people we want to attract. And these people, I mean, man, they're just the people who are going to fit into the vision. They're going to understand. They're going to want to show up. They're going to want it. We want to be together. This is part of the game. It's unfortunate and sad. Maybe you've experienced it too, but rest assured that allegedly, according to the smarter people, it's part of the growth. Naturally, people fall away, so new ones can be there, so you can reach your new highs. So, yeah, that's what I got there. Let's go over to the quote of the day. Take a gander at this. Of course, it's about gratitude. pull this puppy up. Is this it? No, is that it? There it is. Boom. Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all of abundance. Now, this is interesting because we talk about doing gratitude every single day, of course, but this is in the secret, right? In order to get more, in order to manifest, first you have to appreciate what you have. So if you notice people, I am going to say something a little bit controversial, but you notice rich neighborhoods are generally clean, right? Rich neighborhoods, generally, you see the grass is cut well, I don't know, there's not garbage. But then if you go to poorer neighborhoods, you notice the way it's treated is usually pretty poor. It's like, oh, just throw things on the ground. And I'm not trying to be a hater, but this is a clear observation that you could relate to. Same thing. Some people, they have the really beater car, right? It's called I used to drive a 1996 red Chevy Cavalier. At one point in time, I drove that. A red Chevy Cavalier. It's like a $500 car. I drove that, and you could say, oh, it's a piece of crap. Just slam the doors. Who cares if it's dirty? Just leave the dirt on it. It's already a piece of crap. I kept that car very, very clean. I took care of that car in a way that I would something nicer. I kept it clean. I had it fresh. I had it vacuumed. That is a choice. So I will remind you, if you're currently wanting more, how do you treat what you already have? Because apparently, and I say apparently, I don't pretend to know all the rules. I am a copier. I am learning from the OGs, and I trust and believe all the way. And I say, I know this works out. I've seen some proofs of it in my life. I follow accordingly. But apparently, it's the appreciation for the things that you already have that allows you to be in the state to attract and receive more. Because why would you get more if you're not even giving the proper energy and attention to what you have? So if you have a terrible apartment, how do you treat it? Is it at least clean? What about in your life? How do you treat people? Oh man, that stuck up rich guy, he's always rich and up, right? Whatever. But like, oh man, or you could take a different energy about it. So how do you carry yourself? How do you carry that energy? And so that's something I keep track of is being grateful for the now, for what you have, is a part of being ready to receive the abundance and the more. Keep that in mind. Little nugget there. Okay. And that reminds us of the quote of the day by Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle. We got Mr. Scene loves it. Awesome, Mr. Scene. Glad you could tap in, appreciate. And that's all for now, folks. Almost. We'll do a few giveaways here and then tune in for the outro. If you haven't seen it yet, there is some alpha in the outro. Maybe it's your first time. Maybe it's your reminder for the day. But let's go over to the number generator, and I'm going to bring it here with you guys live, and I'm going to try to make it quick because I don't like to, if people can't see this, if they're not live, they don't want to listen to this. They want to be done and done. So here it is. Boom, bam, bing. Number generator. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who commented in the first 20 minutes. So the first giveaway for tuning in, engaging, retweeting, first 5 minutes, 5 people. It's number 1. Number 1 is Raylan. Congratulations, Raylan, for showing up. He sets an alarm. That's a big dreamer. That's someone who's in it to win it. He shows up to each Dream Talk, sets an alarm for it. And dude, appreciate you being here. You start from somewhere. You appreciate all the people who can benefit from the dream. We hope you grow. And what do we come up with today? Mater. That's new undercover. We can't even explain it, bro. People can just pick up if they want to pick up, but we know the vibes. All right. Next, we got people who said what they were grateful for. That was a giveaway as well. We had Raylan. We had Amos. And we had Iggy. That's 1 through 3. 1 through 3. Raylan, Amos, Iggy. Iggy was number 3. Congratulations, Iggy. You know what's interesting is there's new people who show up sometimes, but the same people seem to win over and over. You know why that is? Because they're so consistent. They show up so often. And last but not least, the MVP. I'm checking my notifications here on X. just to see if any of you guys did any extracurriculars over there. I always like to keep that in consideration. I always see Libre. I see Raylan. Okay, so we're just going to rely on the chat. The people who are active in the chat. Guys, chat, we said is MVP. It's people who are showing up, leaving multiple comments. So for me, I just like the people who show up in the chat the most. That's going to be Cody. God, I'm going to have to give it to Cody and Raylan. I don't want to make you guys puppets, anything like that. I want you to enjoy the message. But naturally, MVP is MVP. So if only one person wins it, no worries. That's the benefit of it. It's the MVP. It's not for everyone. So 1 through 2, Cody, Raylan. Cody, number 1. All right. Congratulations, Cody. And there we have it. That's all we have, guys. I think from here, we have maybe one final episode of Dreamers University. These are very, very in-depth. It'll be next Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. This Saturday, we have the book club. We're going to talk about The Secret, Chapter 3. It's going to be live just like this. You can attend for free. But if you missed the lives, we're getting tighter and tighter. We've already deleted week 1. I will be deleting week 2. If you want to get the alpha, make sure you show up live. Normally, it has a cost. If you want it for free, be there. You can take advantage. We're talking about The Secret and the book club. With that, I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. My name is Zach Krupp, a.k.a. The Genie, a.k.a. Dreamcat Solana, and I'll see you on the next one. That'll do it, guys. I just want to take a moment to send my gratitude. Thank you to all the dreamers who show up here, who support, who dream with us. I want to remind you that the mission here is not just meme coinery and, hey, come show up and waste your time. We're on a mission here. You may not understand it yet. You may not fathom or dream this big yet, but we are here to build the largest community of dreamers in the world. Laugh if you need to. Get it out of your system. All dreamers start somewhere, and it starts with a vision. What I love about the world, what I love about actually meme coins especially, is that belief is the main character. Belief is the main source of everything. It all comes down to belief. And that is what we are building the dream on. Matter of fact, if you know about the book Think and Grow Rich, it's in here. We talk about desire and consistency and compounding and all these things. We're building this mission on laws and principles that have been universal and conclusive for decades. We're building dream in a way that has never been done before. We are a first mover, planting our flag in the space with full respect to the builders and the degens and everyone else who's built out this space. We're coming here as a newbie, as a first mover, and we're doing the opposite of everything you've ever seen. Our market cap may vary. Our holders may vary. Our volume may not be that sexy, but if you're hearing this message, you have a chance. You have a chance to watch the quantum leaps of improvement, step by step, moment by moment. It's revealed to you how the dream can change the world, how we can go from 2 believers to 10 to 1,000 to 2 and as it goes on and on, the dream becomes more and more undeniable. You know, there's actually 3 specific things that we're going to do that set us apart. And that's this. Number 1, we're building on unshakable belief. Belief is everything. Some use it. Murad uses a little bit, but we're using it at a level never before seen. We are giving you reasons to believe. We are showing in our consistency, stacking. Okay, number 1. Number 2, massive action plans. Some people have done them. Print out flyers, dress up in a chicken suit, go crazy. I've done these before. They make dreams come true. I've done them going 60%, 70% in. What could it look like if we go all in? What could it look like if 1,000 dreamers participate in massive action plans? I see a future that is undeniable, that is unstoppable. Why? Because the ticker is golden. It's dream. It's universal. It beats time. It goes for any sex, any religion. Everyone has a dream. But guess what? 97% of those people aren't going to see it come to pass. They don't have what it takes. They're not willing to go the distance, which is why so many have come to the dream and left. Because for most, seeing is believing. But if you're listening to this message now, there's a very good chance that you happen to be a visionary or luck has found you and you are in the right place at the right time. it would be criminal of me not to encourage you to take a look at Dream, use your best judgment, and consider buying a bag. When you paint a vision so vast as building the largest community of the dreamers in the world, doing the opposite, being a first mover, building Dream as a mascot. Did you know that that's who Dream is? Dream is a mascot. He doesn't maybe have a meme. He's not one of these OG cat memes that everyone truly loves. He isn't known yet, but he's becoming known here, the most successful cat in the world. This is a community where dreams become reality. This is a community, when it's all said and done, where you can come chase this dream together with us while simultaneously chasing your own. And to be very blunt and clear, that is exactly what I am doing in real time. And I believe that if I'm able to make my dream come true within the Dream Cat community, well, Dream is a part of that dream. And so it's like a vision on top of a vision on top of a vision. But with success, which of course I believe in myself, I do, Dream will become maybe even more than what we envisioned it to be. It's simple concepts, brick by brick, compounded consistency, 1 to 2 to 8 to 16, 32. I skipped a bunch of numbers, 120 something, stack, stack, stack. We appreciate you being here. We simply want to remind you of our intentions. We simply want to remind you to tap into your dream. We want to remind you to wake up, stop chasing. Perhaps the time of chasing runners is over. Perhaps a season of builders is coming. And when it comes, I don't want you to be late to the party. No one is building like Dream. Dream does not have a ceiling. If you want to investigate this yourself, I encourage you to go over to the website, dreamcat.xyz, and take a look with your own eyes. Most will not. When they hear about the dream, they look at the volume, they look at the chart, they dismiss it, and they keep going. 1,000 believers, it's just math. In this 54-page PDF, we tell you reason after reason, specifically why Dream can change the game, why it's a mascot of tomorrow. We explain why I'm in Orlando, right? Why I'm here. It's for the dream. Check it out. Take a look. Do your own research. Buy, don't buy. We're indifferent. It's good either way. What we really want is for you to chase your dream and make it come true. And if you can do that and you don't buy a single token, we will win. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We hope to see you next week, every single Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Next week, invite in a friend. Retweet it out. Share it. Are you really a dreamer? Why is your PFP a dog when it could be Dream Cat? Shout out to the dog. Shout out to my friends. Fine. Thank you guys. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.